Coming up on Big Rig Warriors. Big rigs take over the streets of St. Felix, Quebec. Whippersnappers.
I'm always ready to race.
And old rivals.
He's the man to beat.
Challenge the legendary Jacques Lafleur.
The track is short, it's good for us.
In the region where big rig racing first saw the light of day. Don't flinch. In the world of trucking, drivers brave any road for any load. But come the weekend, a rogue breed of truckers unleash their big rigs. Drag racing up the street or battling around the oval, they risk it all on the road to glory. They are Big Rig Warriors. Seven hours north of Montreal is the vast region of Abitibi. The size of Lake Michigan, Abitibi is a French-speaking rural community, inhabited by generations of loggers and miners. Truck racing began here in the 80s, when truckers would race the narrow logging roads. Eventually, the sport caught on. And today, the small town of St. Felix hosts an annual race. Right smack dab through town. $150,000 fans gather inches from the drag strip. The smallest mistake could lead to disaster. It takes real bravado to race here. But it takes a warrior to finish the weekend on top and in one piece. Jacques Lafleur has done that for nearly 30 years.
I've been here before. I was racing here in 1986.
They call him Sexy Jacquette.
I got diesel in the vein and my heart's beating like a Detroit engine.
Each year, a new crop of racer aims to take him down. This time, it's a grader operator named Marco Jeunesse, better known as Pogo. And since Pogo doesn't drive trucks for a living, he waits all week for his shot at glory.
Race shoes you buy on flea market. Oh, yeah.
Last weekend in Michigan, he and Jacques faced each other in a loaded race. They hauled 140,000-pound loads to the top of the hill. Jacques was first across the finish line.
I did good in on the way, but Marco Jeunesse was really strong.
But now they're racing bobtail without a load to carry. Trucks are lighter, faster, and stronger, hitting speeds of over 100 kilometers per hour. Today, Pogo is out for blood.
Jacques is a good driver, but I think we're able to win this time. The track is short, it's good for us. We're good on the draw.
Timing off the start is crucial. So the two line up.
On est prêt. Make your bets, folks.
And they're off. The rivals are side by side, hammering through each gear in unison.
Le départ est bon, c'est très serré.
Neither able to take the lead.
Le gagnant, Marco Jeunesse.
And sweet revenge is served hot.
I beat myself. That's my driving. I don't have no excuses, but I don't know what am I doing. I mean,
Jacques' loss wasn't simply to a rival, but also to a next-generation trucker with more time and energy for the sport.
everyone's getting strong and strong and strong, so we just have to follow. And sometimes when I get done in the office at night, I just come back in the garage to work on the racing truck. It takes a lot of my time and start to getting old.
Pogo moves on to the first loaded race of the weekend, pulling 136,000 pounds, the weight of 5 fighter jets. And in St. Felix, where fans literally hang over the racetrack, one small slip-up could be fatal. Just 1 year ago, the transmission blew during a simple bobtail race near Quebec City. There were no fatalities, but the sport remains dangerous for spectators near the track. Pressure's back on for Pogo, and this time, it's a family affair. He's lined up against Pat Jeunesse, a 30-year veteran of the sport, and his first cousin. The tree lights up. But Pogo is stuck at the start line. The problem is quickly detected.
When we start, driveline broke.
Pogo pushed his throttle too hard at the start, and the power surge from the engine snapped his driveline like a twig. Fortunately, no shrapnel shot into the crowd. But Pogo is forced to retreat to the pits. He and his team crank into high gear.
We have in my trailer, we have a spare, but we have to check if we don't have other problem.
He'll need to replace the driveline if he wants to race again this weekend.
Maybe we take the bus.
But he only has 30 minutes to do it, or he's eliminated. The St. Felix drag races are well underway in northern Quebec. For one local driver, the only way to live life is behind the wheel of a truck. His name is Ghyslain Pharand, and to him, trucking is not a job. It's his whole existence.
My whole life is trucking. We have to build a road to go get the wood, so we have about 2 or 3 clicks.
Ghyslain owns 3 trucks.
What I love about my job, we are the boss of our time.
The first is a gravel truck he uses to build logging roads through the forests of Abitibi. It's harder than it looks.
The first load of gravel, I dump. I forget to open my tailgate. I lift out the box and I flip it over. First load of gravel in life.
Once the roads are built, his second truck can then come in and haul lumber back to the mill. And that's where the fun starts. Big rig drag racing originated here, in the rough and tumble northern Quebec wilderness, with tough-nosed drivers like Ghyslain Pharand.
Big rig hot hill racing, that started here in Abitibi. I'm proud of that. Too hot, going home.
And when shifts end, he heads home to grab his third truck. An international eagle, his pride and joy.
I bought this truck in Beauce in Quebec. I built that with my girlfriend in the garage, just for fun.
Then he gets into the zone for St. Felix, eager to show his hometown how local loggers race big rigs. Ghyslain pulls up just in time to hook up to a 136,000-pound load.
Here is a short track. The first come out the light, the first win. 90% of the time, that's that.
With a cabin full of his biggest fans, his kids, Ghyslain lines up against rookie driver Steve Saint Laurent in a Kenworth T800.
Steve Saint Laurent contre Ghyslain Pharand. On est prêt!
The start light drops. The torque twists both trucks. But Ghyslain is slow off the mark and gives up the lead. And he's got only 350 feet left for a comeback.
Make your bets! Avantage Ghyslain Pharand!
Ghyslain closes the gap and steals the win.
This year's our goals is to be in the top 3, loaded category.
It's a perfect day so far, as Ghyslain has yet to meet his match. Enter Jacques Lafleur, who lines up for his first loaded race of the weekend. He's facing Dom Govreau, one of the strongest drivers at the track, in a W900 Kenworth. Jacques hopes to keep a perfect line and pull off the win.
Dans le couloir nord-ascon, Jacques, sexy Jacques Lafleur. Son opposant, Dominique. Go!
It's a go.
Le départ est beau.
Jacques nails the takeoff,
Avantage Gomro.
but both are neck and neck.
Watch out, sexy Jacques.
And it's too close to call. A photo finish.
On attend la confirmation. Les gagnants, Dominique Gauvreau.
On n'était pas grand-chose, hein?
I was ahead of him because I come out really strong and engine cut out. Bang.
With 2 losses in a row, Jacques turns to his engine tuner, his wife, Jeanette.
She's doing all the electronic because I don't know anything about electronic.
I decided to change a little bit my programmation. And I wanted more power at the beginning.
She adjusts air-to-fuel ratios for more power off the start, which is crucial for a short track.
She learned by herself. She's a brain. If she's not there, I'm not there either.
Many people in Quebec would like to do what I'm doing because it costs a lot of money. Everybody wants my recipe, Jeanette recipe.
Her recipe better be perfect, because today's race means more to the couple than they let on. In St. Felix, Quebec, local hero Ghyslain Pharand has made a fabulous comeback against a hotshot rookie to win his first loaded race. Now he lines up against Pogo's cousin, Pat Jeunesse, a local racing legend who shows no mercy to his opponents.
Vient de paix, chargé ennemi, loaded category. Ghyslain Pharand.
The light goes green, but a few feet down the track, Ghyslain misses a gear shift,
Avantage Jeunesse.
and it costs him the race. It's the second time this weekend that he's thrown off by a mysterious drop in power right off the line.
That's going to be a problem. The time I tried to shift it, you don't want to take it. That's the race.
He heads to the pits where his mechanic, Junior, pops the hood.
Do what you have to do.
They suspect it's an electrical problem.
It can be between there and here.
They'll have to look through the wiring harness, one wire at a time.
I have over 100 wire in the harness, so I don't want to go see there.
If they aren't back up and running in 30 minutes, it's automatic disqualification.
What a big mess. The stress is coming.
Veteran racer Jacques Lafleur is also in the pits.
We had a little problem with the engine.
Jeanette finishes programming her new performance algorithms.
We're gonna try a race with that.
Thing you get right on.
A comeback is critical, for if not now, it may be never.
You know, truck racing, it's a lot of hours. A lot of testing. We need to relax. Three weeks after I was just turned 50, 2 heart attacks. They had to jump start me, and they told Jeanette, get your closest people. There ain't no way he's gonna get through it. I got daughters and 4 grandkids. Don't see enough. And never know what's gonna happen, so you have to take care and tell people you love them.
We love to race. But I love to be on the boat with you know, all my family time. It's important to me. Even if I like race, even if I like to work, I like truck, I like my family too.
So the plan is to retire this year, to quit while Jacques' ahead. But right now, he's one loss away from bidding St. Felix an underwhelming farewell. Meanwhile, Pogo is back up and running, in time for a final race, against Jacques Lafleur. He lost in their first meeting, but then Pogo redeemed himself this morning. Supremacy will be determined once and for all, here and now.
Marco de Pogo Jeunesse, son opposant. Jacques, the sexy jacket de Lafleur. Make your bet, folks.
And they're off.
Oh, c'est serré, très serré.
Pogo nabs the early lead, but Jacques hammers the throttle.
Léger avantage Jacques Lafleur. Les gagnants, Jacques Lafleur.
Sexy Jacquette steals the win by a hair.
C'est une belle, ça.
Pogo lost the battle, ending his weekend.
We start really strong, and Jacques make a great comeback to beat me at the line.
There's no shame in losing to a legend, especially one that's become a friend.
He's a good racer, but we both have fun when we race together.
For Jacques Lafleur, a much-needed win brings a sigh of relief. It's not over yet. After the break, in St. Felix, Quebec, racers have been whittled down to a handful of finalists. In the pits, Ghyslain Pharand is running out of time. But then, his mechanic Junior figures out why their truck is losing power off the start line. A worn-out engine speed sensor.
When I was starting line, put the fuel on 4 and I lose my RPM.
The part is inexpensive,
That sensor, 25 cents piece.
but it nearly cost Ghyslain his weekend.
Ready?
It's done.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Just in time, he's back up and running for one last race. Against the great Jacques Lafleur.
Jacques is a pretty good competitor, but next race my goal is to beat Jacques Lafleur.
Jeanette's tuning helped defeat Pogo. But will it hold up against local logger Ghyslain Pharand?
Me and Jacques is heading to the 4th and the 5th place, and the bobtail.
The winner goes home with cash. The loser, nothing but consolation. Ghyslain has a reputation to uphold, while Jacques is thinking of his legacy.
Bobtail, Ghyslain Pharand. Son opposant, Jacques Sexy Jacket Lafleur.
The tree lights up, and they're off. Both nail their takeoff and pound through the gears. Jacques gains an inch, Ghyslain takes it back.
Avantage Jacques Lafleur.
At the finish line, Sexy Jacquette brings it home by a nose.
We won!
Le gagnant, Jacques Lafleur.
Wow, bel shot, mon chum.
Yay!
I'm happy for him because I know he worked very, very hard.
Ghyslain Pharand, really good racer, coming out of the box really strong, and I beat him, so puts me in the 4th position.
That's the closest race I ever had with Jacques. He beat me in my hometown, you know.
So as race day ends here in St. Felix, legendary Jacques Lafleur leaves his mark.
Quatrième position, Monsieur Jacques Lafleur.
We're really happy with the 4th position, Bobtail. It's a hell of a good weekend for us.
Jacques and Jeanette leave St. Felix for good. And on a high note.
The beer is better if we won, that's for sure.
and prove to the new guard that old dogs can still teach them a few tricks.
They were really good racer this weekend, really hard to beat, and I'm really happy of the weekend we did.
But before embarking on the long journey home, sexy Jacquette's better half wants her own shot at glory.
Kevin Pomerleau contre Ginette Lafleur.
And they're off.
Oh! Ginette Lafleur prend les devants. Et c'est confirmé. Ginette Lafleur gagnante, catégorie free for all.
I won. I'm surprised, but
And who knows? If she catches the bug, Jacques could maybe pass on the torch.
She really likes it, and I think she's got a field in the vein too, but if I'll make a race, maybe we're gonna go a little longer.